Hello, this is John Zaktansky, your Middle Susquehanna Riverkeeper, coming to you today with another Study the Susquehanna video in our series that we're trying to put out there for families to learn in their homes during this time of global pandemic, just exactly what is going on in our watershed, what kind of pollution issues we're up against, and how you can make a difference. Today's experiment, you'll need 5 cups or glasses, 3 of them with water, just plain tap water will work, or bottled water, or whatever you may have on hand. Next, we're going to add some food coloring to 3 of the containers. So we'll start with some red on the very outside, and we want to give it some good color, so we know it's definitely see what's going on. We'll do some yellow in the center container with some water in it. And we'll wrap up with some blue in our final container. We want to make sure it gets lots of color in there. And then we want to mix. Make sure it's nice and mixed in. Our yellow is looking pretty good. And our red is as well. And then we take our paper wicks, basically just paper towel folded in fourths, and we want to stick them between containers. We have the red set up, the yellow set up, stick that over, and we want to get to the blue last. And then we just wait and watch and observe what happens. Back here with our experiment, you'll see our different colors have moved through the wick. That's kind of cool to see. The red has moved through into the center cup, and the yellows kind of combined to make an orangish type mixture. And over here, much more noticeable, we have the blue and the yellow combining to make a green color. And obviously just fun to look at. It's kind of rainbowish, but the bigger meaning behind this, and we've talked about this in previous experiments, is that no matter where you are in your watershed overall, what you do can impact things downstream. So for example, if you're living here in this part of your watershed and you do something to contaminate the water or do something that infiltrates the groundwater below, it ultimately can move its way down the watershed, even if you're not living on the banks of a creek. It can go through the groundwater, it can absorb and leach into other areas and ultimately work its all the way down to the end of the watershed. So if we took this and as things move forward, as this water level, for example, in the green gets higher, if I was to run another brand new wick from that back over, then some of that green water would work its way over into the yellow and contaminate that. And eventually we could continue doing that all the way down to the end, where we'd have some kind of purplish type mixture down below. So ultimately, this is a fun experiment to play with. It's not too hard, it's not too intense, but it's something that can once again show just the long-ranging impact of what we do in our watersheds. Thanks again for joining us today. Look forward to sharing more videos in the near future as we continue to learn more about our watershed and how we can have an impact on it.